Mbappé scores. And it's not just the goals. It's the way he runs, the way he moves, the way he stands before taking a shot. It all feels so familiar. In his first season at Real Madrid, he scored 40 goals across all competitions. 29 of those came in La Liga. He actually outscored Ronaldo in their respective first seasons in Madrid, and Mbappé had never hidden it. Ronaldo was his idol. There are a lot of parallels between their debut seasons. Both were introduced at the Santiago Bernabéu in front of over 80,000 fans. When Mbappé signed, he even repeated Ronaldo's famous 1, 2, 3 Hala Madrid line during his first speech. But of course, they joined very different teams. Ronaldo arrived in 2009, at a time when Madrid was still building something. They had signed a bunch of superstars, but the team itself had no real foundation. Barcelona, under Guardiola, had just raised the bar to historic levels. Mbappé, on the other hand, joined a team that had just won both La Liga and the Champions League. Ronaldo was already a Ballon d'Or winner and a Champions League champion. Mbappé came in with a World Cup title and a history of domestic dominance. Still, most people believed his biggest achievements were yet to come. Even with all those differences, their first seasons were strangely similar. Ronaldo scored 33 goals in his first year. Mbappé did even better. Yes, Ronaldo missed time with injuries, but that just shows how high Mbappé set the bar, achieving those numbers in his very first year in a new league and a new country. For all the criticism people threw at Donatella, Real Madrid did something incredible. They replaced someone who was supposed to be irreplaceable. When Ronaldo left in 2018, he didn't just take goals with him. He left behind an empty throne. He was Real Madrid's identity, just like Messi was for Barcelona. Benzema kept the machine running for a while. Vini had flashes of brilliance. But now, Mbappé looks like the one truly capable of carrying on Ronaldo's legacy. He is a Galactico. Only a player of that caliber can score over 40 goals and still leave people thinking he had a disappointing season. In a year where Barcelona dominated, Mbappé stood out as one of the few Madrid players who delivered in El Clásico. Sure, he forgot the offside rule in his first match, but after that, he was regularly Madrid's best player. He didn't just join the stars, he became the star. That hat trick against Manchester City. That felt like his real arrival at the Bernabéu. In a must-win game, he tore through their defense, like a guy breezing through your local gym. He looked like himself again, like the Mbappé we saw back in 2022. But if we're being fair, Ronaldo's first season wasn't perfect either. He scored 9 goals in his first 7 games, then hurt his ankle in October, and missed 2 months. He was also sent off twice, once for a second yellow card, and another time for elbowing a defender, breaking his nose. Mbappé's reckless challenge versus Cadiz echoed Ronaldo's early struggles. Both stars, despite immense talent, lost composure in their debut seasons. It shows that even the best must adapt to the pressure of playing for Real Madrid. Another thing they have in common: tough losses to Barca. Ronaldo couldn't score when Madrid was leading 1-0 at the Camp Nou. To be fair, that was his first game back from the ankle injury I mentioned earlier. He only played about an hour. Then at the Bernabéu, Madrid lost 2-0. Mbappé went through something similar, maybe even worse. His team lost 4-0 at home in La Liga, then 5-2 in Saudi Arabia during the Supercopa final in January. After that, they lost the Copa del Rey final, and then the match that decided the La Liga title. Now, I'm telling you all this for a reason. Madrid fans should actually take this as a good sign, because after his first season, Ronaldo only got better. He turned a 30-goal year into what people started calling a bad season, just because. He kept posting video game numbers. Think about it. He scored more goals than games played for Madrid. That's unreal. Ronaldo's 33 goals in the 2010 season, that was actually his lowest total in 9 years with the club. His second lowest was 42. During that time, he won 4 Ballon d'Ors, 4 Champions Leagues, 2 La Liga titles, and 2 Copa del Rey trophies. Oh, to mention, he became Madrid's all-time top scorer, 450 goals in just 438 games. When he left for Juventus in 2018, he left a legacy. So, yeah, Mbappé only needs 400 more goals. No pressure, buddy, but seriously, even Ancelotti said he believes Mbappé has what it takes to match Ronaldo. Matching his longevity? That'll be hard. But matching his peak seasons? That's possible. And honestly, when people call your 40-goal season a letdown, when you win the Pichichi and still get questioned, that means you're operating at an elite level. Ronaldo himself has publicly backed Mbappé many times, and that's part of why expectations have always been sky high for Kylian, because we all know what he's capable of. Mbappé has been seen as a generational talent ever since his breakthrough at Monaco. Just like the hype around Lamine Yamal today, Mbappé had that same kind of spotlight a few years ago. People have been waiting a long time for this guy to become the face of football. Mbappé won the World Cup at 19 and dominated the Champions League as a teen, so it's no surprise Madrid wanted him to be their next global icon, like Ronaldo once was. Now he faces his own Messi in 17-year-old Lamine Yamal, a rising talent still seeking consistency in front of goal. Mbappé is in his prime and already matching Ronaldo's early Madrid stats. While Ronaldo shined versus Villarreal and Bilbao, Mbappé delivered hat-tricks against Barca and City, big moments in big games. Despite Madrid's struggles, he ended 2025 as top scorer and second in big chances created. In 2010, Ronaldo had 18 match-altering goals. By April 2025, Mbappé had 13 and ended the season with more than Ronaldo. Early doubts were valid. His form dipped, body language was off, and he struggled on the pitch. But he bounced back, proving he still had the edge when it mattered most. But then he got it back. Slowly, he found his rhythm. The only thing missing right now? Leadership. He has all the tools. He scores, he shows up, he doesn't complain. But he's not quite the vocal leader yet. He hasn't taken full control of the locker room. Madrid won the double before Mbappé arrived, and many in the squad are already Champions League winners. But Mbappé hasn't won it yet, which is why the team must now be built around him. Vini is vital, but he's not the alpha. Mbappé is. The team needs cohesion, clarity, and to play for him. But here's what people forget. This isn't the same Real Madrid team. Kroos was never replaced. And for a player like Mbappé, having a central midfielder who can control the tempo is everything. Kroos gave the team balance. He created chances. He made things click. Now, Mbappé's playing with Ceballos and Vini. Well, the Vini that Mbappé got this season wasn't the same one we saw in 2024. I don't know if it was all the Ballon d'Or talk getting to his head, or if he just wanted to prove something, but the number of times Vini refused to pass to Mbappé, it was frustrating. Early on, Vini helped rebuild Mbappé's confidence. But once Mbappé found form, Vini stopped creating. By season's end, Mbappé's frustration showed. Too many wasted chances from selfish play. So, how did Ronaldo make it work? Madrid helped him. They gave him support. They brought in Modric, Kroos, Bale, Casemiro. They built a team around him. Greatness isn't a solo act. Ronaldo and Messi both needed strong teams. At Juve, Ronaldo scored but didn't win the Champions League. Madrid is learning from that. With a new manager, defender, and likely more signings, they're rebuilding, just like they did during Ronaldo's early years. Kaká joined in 2009, but wasn't part of the 2014 UCL win. Madrid evolved. Big players came not just for the club, but for Ronaldo's magnetism. Bale, Modric, and James joined partly because CR7 was there. Mbappé is starting to have Ronaldo's pull. If he keeps scoring, stars will want to join Madrid just to play with him. He's not just a scorer. He has presence, power, and the mentality shaped by idolizing CR7. Mbappé isn't a copy. He blends traits from both Ronaldos. He lacks CR7's heading or flashy skills, but has R9's speed and directness. He's all about goals. A rare hybrid. CR7's mentality, R9's efficiency. At his best, Mbappé is unstoppable, a player who can change any match on his own. And he's going to have to do exactly that, because a new rivalry is forming. Ronaldo had Messi. Now it's Mbappé versus Yamal. France versus Spain. Real Madrid versus Barcelona. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, drop a comment with your thoughts. We'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future content. See you in the next one.